All right, everybody, welcome to today's edition of or this week's edition rather, of the vlog. Today I have Dan Operating System with me. He's a general. You're a general, right?
No, I'm an officer.
You're an officer, same thing. In the combat assault team. Just an update on Tyler. He's actually in the hospital right now. He did, and I'm actually not making this up. He actually did overdose, and he is in the hospital right now. But he's doing all right. He's recovering, but he couldn't make it in to make the vlog today. So we're gonna have a much more appropriate um, alternative to Tyler. We have Dan Operating System. Dan, welcome.
Hi, I'm glad to be on here.
Thank you. It's good to have you. So Dan, it looks like you're going to just read a few things, and then I think at the end you have a quick short story. You can read part of it. You don't have to read all of it, Dan. Someone's at the Pentagon. Hold
Alright,
on.
the bunker's now the MP's newest HQ, so look forward to that. And the Christmas edition is now out for province.
Uh huh.
Surprisingly, we're gaining 10 members each day. Let's keep that up. For veterans, we have a former 2013 Tent General, King of the Hill 1234, and Griswold have returned. And currently, from our tech division, we have the Pentagon, which is coming out, and there will be newer and updated versions from that. Apollo will be released soon, a new training facility. And we're going to be releasing a Team Deathmatch social place very soon. Cat Elite Forces has their official scrimmage place coming out soon, being developed by Later or something like that. I can't pronounce the name.
Lydia?
Lydia, yeah.
Yeah, you have to say it kind of with a French accent. Lydia.
Lydia.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And province of Roswell 2 is in the works right now, so we'll be seeing that in future months. And for the elite forces, there is a skirmish against Rat Flight of Liberation coming this Sunday. Cheer 'em on. And for the military police, activities growing back up, daily events showing up, and there's more recruitment. And Prof. G. Rob is MP's first lieutenant. That's great. Good job for him. And allies, Rad is our newest ally. We've done many joint trainings, defenses, and raids with them. You've probably seen them around. Cross Clan will play future events with them, and we'll bear better relations. Now, the kind of controversy, war. We've declared a state of war against RNW. And this is meant to stop the ongoing corruption within our past ally to keep their name in vain. We expect full activity from chat members, support from allies used, and keep everything on our side clean, so nothing dirty. Our activity got increasingly better, defense is starting to look like a turnover in our favor, and we've started to raid a lot more often. And for the Pentagon, it's remastered from our previous Pentagon 2, and the Pentagon will be where MPs assembles a lot more often, and they will be given daily updates. And our new high ranks, which are Officer Principal, former Cat General, Officer Proxy Rob, our most recent one, is returning high rank, and Jasmine with 3s. Congratulate them on their success.
All right. Was that it?
There's a story.
Well, hold on. I want to get Prof in here because we got to do a quick interview with him. So let's get him in here. You want to ask some questions too?
Sure. I'll figure something out.
Sure. Hey, Prof. It's Michael. We're doing the vlog right now. Can we interview you? What was that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Alright, hi.
Hey, Prof, we're gonna interview you. We're doing a vlog right now. My first question is, how often do you bathe?
How often do I bathe?
Yeah.
I consider it every year, but honestly, no. I do it twice a day.
Twice a day?
Sometimes if I need to crank one out.
Okay.
That was a reference.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Prof, what is your favorite color?
My favorite color? Gray. I don't really like color.
Okay. Dan, what are your questions for him?
Alright, I got one. So, what do you do other than participate in cat events and all that?
Well, I do actually a lot of things. I'm a writer. I've been writing for years now. Other than that, I spend time with my girlfriend and do whatever she wants. It takes me on adventures to weird places, like in the forest.
Sounds fun.
That's kind of sounds
Yeah.
like my relationship. Okay. Prof, what are your opinions on Joshua?
On Joshua, what kind of opinion?
Like, what do you think of him? Like, do you think he's a great guy?
A great guy. So, that's weird. For most of the time that I've... Wait, is my mic still picking me up?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Most of the time that I've known Joshua, which has been for like the past 5 years, I haven't really had any kind of personal relationship with him. The most detailed conversation I'd have with him was during a brief meeting while I was in HR, or during a raid when he was giving me orders. So I really didn't have an opinion of him up until recently. And my opinion of him is that he wants the best for Kat, and that's just his single-minded goal. And whatever he thinks is the best for Kat is what he'll push for relentlessly. So I think he's determined. I think he's a perseverant person.
Would you go out and have a drink with him at the bar?
Sure, I can tolerate him. I don't dislike him at all.
Okay. What race do you think Joshua is? I'm not gonna tell you, but just guess.
White. I mean, I know white is a wide thing. European.
Okay.
British.
Cool. Okay. All right. So now Dan has a quick story to tell. Dan, go ahead.
I totally read it, but I already know that there are people here that will not.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, I just want to advise everybody: viewer discretion is advised past this point. If you're under the age of, I'd say 15, I'd advise you to leave this video. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Dan.
There's only one other thing.
Dan, just fucking start reading it. We're running low on time here. Just read the first paragraph. Just read the first thing I sent you. Okay, go.
Okay, I can't. No.
Okay, give it to Prof. You know what? Fuck you. Give it to Prof. Just copy and paste it and give it to Prof.
Okay, Prof. Here you go.
Okay, thank you. And Prof, please read it all.
Okay.
Jesus
Where is
Christ.
it?
Hey, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm terribly sorry. We were not planning this. This is what typically happens in vlogs. I'm terribly sorry. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Send it to him.
Okay.
It's the first word.
All right, go ahead, Prof. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Let me put on a face for this. I looked at Dan.
Yes.
I looked at you from across the room.
Oh,
You hadn't seen me. Shh. You hadn't seen me yet, but that was because I did not want to be seen just yet. You caught my eye the second you walked into this place, and I hadn't been able to take my eyes off of you. Your eyes were dark and brooding as I stared into the vastness of the club. The red lighting illuminated your skin and made you appear much more mysterious than you. Amber, are you okay? Cindy said to me as she pulled the purple curtain back, revealing her tanned skin and toned body, wearing a sequin bracelet?
Bracelet?
A sequin I think.
Perhaps.
A sequin bracelet and a tiny pair of panties. I looked at her scared, urging her to talk me out of this, but I knew I had to do it, so I could regain control over my life. She moved gracefully as she dropped to her knees 5 feet. The beads around her neck clanking against the sequins on her bra. Her bright blue eyes looked up at me, wide and confident. Her blonde hair, that matched mine, flowed freely around her shoulders as she spoke to me. Amber, take my hand. You are sexy and beautiful, and you look fucking incredible. I will take control. You follow my lead, and we will have the eyes of every man in this room. We will make so much money, we will weak. I laughed along with her. Her personality was contagious, and I stood quickly and turned towards the mirror. Cindy came and stood behind me, running her hands through my hair to loosen the curls. The tight body pushed against my back,
Oh, yeah.
and I was sure she did it on purpose. It worked as I leaned back into her, relishing the feel of her skin against mine. In matching outfits, we could almost pass as sisters, the only difference being my soft, pale skin and intense brown eyes. And, of course, what we were about to do on stage. She tied my silver filigree mask tightly behind my hair and turned around so I could secure hers in place. It was time. We were announced as the room went black. Let me just grab my microphone here. It was time. We were announced as the room went black. We found our places on the stage, and the lights went up, signaling for us to begin. The stage was small, but we didn't need much space. We took a side of the pole each and played a game with each other around, clinging to the pole seductively as we reached out for each other. The music got slower, and I turned my back to the pole outwardly facing the audience. I leaned back against the pole, letting it take my weight as I used my legs, opening them wide to the audience, and slid down the pole.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have to end this. Now we're running out of time. Actually, Prof, thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. You know, anything else you have to say, Dan?
No, I think everything's
I
good.
never got to the part with the strap on.
Okay, so we're actually gonna head out now, guys. We gotta get going. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's vlog, everybody. Prof, any last words?
It was a pleasure speaking to you all. Too bad I didn't have much time. I look forward to any potential time this happens again. Bye.
Bye.